I'm Dilloway. I'm an environment artist at Gorilla Cambridge.
So let's talk a little about Killzone Mercenary. Where does this take place within the universe?
So it's basically set it's in the Killzone universe that we know and love, but there are some completely new environments that we've made. You will recognise some places that it revisits, but you won't be playing them in the same way. But we also have some really exciting new environments that you can explore and hopefully get to know and love, as well as the old ones.
What's the story though? Where does it take place within story-wise for people that have played all the games?
So the storyline takes place over the events of Killzone 1 and Killzone 2. So if you know the events of those two games well, then you'll sort of hopefully notice things going on in the background of our games, the whole theatre of war concept. We've got things going on in skyboxes that you will echo those events. For example, there's an invasion on Vector, which you can see. You can see all the cruisers in the sky, but you're not playing that level. You're playing a different level, but it's reflected.
So talk a little about the character who you're playing as.
Oh, sorry. You are a mercenary, so your character was an ex-soldier. He's now quit the army and he's now working for whoever pays him the most. The company he's working for is called Phantom Talon Corp. They are just a private military company. He starts off working for the ISA, so the ISA happen to be paying him the most at that moment in time, but later on in the game, as the story shifts and changes, you end up working for the Helghast. You're neither one or the other, yet it's important to remember that, but you do get to play fighting against the ISA as you would play against the Helghast.
How have you brought the shooter mechanics over to the PS Vita for this game?
Well, the twin analog sticks, obviously, you can't do it without them, basically. We've also got extra features, obviously, for the front and back touch. I think they've actually added a little bit extra, like we've got the melee controls. You don't have to melee people if you don't want to, but it's just a little extra layer to the game. We've also got, for example, the rear touch you can use to zoom in on with your sniper gun, so it's actually quite intuitive using that. What else is there? Yeah, all the controls, I think they work just as you would expect with a shooter. You know, we've got slightly fewer buttons, but we've still got the whole crouch, run, jump, lean and peaks, all that system's still in there. Zoom, yeah, especially with the sniper. Yeah, I think we've got all the functions that you need.
When it comes to gameplay, how do you feel you're pushing, or what are you introducing new to the universe with this game?
The main thing that we've introduced is the monetary system. So you play through in single player, and everything you do, every kill, every hack, every brutal melee, it all earns you money, which you can then use, crucially, to buy weapons in the multiplayer campaign. So there's no, you don't have to level up to get to a certain rank or something before you can buy a new weapon. You just have to be able to earn it. And we think this is going to be a bit of a game changer in the fact that it will be so much easier for new people to Killzone to get into the game, because it's not like people who've been playing forever will sit at the top of the leadership boards. You can actually, because the system changes every single day depending on what you spend, how much money you earn. With the Valor system that we've implemented will mean that people can dynamically change the leaderboard every single day. So if you want to stay at the top, you've got to keep playing and you've got to keep good. And that, I think, is the main thing that we're bringing to the table with this game.
When it comes to multiplayer, what kind of functionality will be there?
Well, as I said, the whole Valor system is in the multiplayer thing itself. So, yeah, the single bank account will allow you to equip and play as you want, and that's in the single player game as well. So you can decide, right, I want to play stealthily, and then you equip yourself with stealth armor, like silenced weapons, and you can go through stabbing people in the back if you want. But if you want to go through and play all out, then we've got the capacity to do that as well. We've also got the Vanguard system, offers you extra weapons. So for example, if you wanted to be stealthy, we have a Ghost Infiltrator, I think it's called, which basically allows you to cloak yourself. So you could, that enhances your ability to play stealthily, and that will work both in the single player and in multiplayer. But we've also got the Porcupine, so if you want to just go in and fire rockets at people, then you can do that as well. So yeah, there's a really good system I think we've implemented with this whole way you can load out the way you want to play. We've got 12 different primary weapons, 12 different secondary weapons, 5 different types of grenades, I think 6 different types of armour, again to reflect what you want to do, and then we have the 8 Vanguard systems, which I think is a ridiculous combination of over 30,000 ways to play the game, which could get really interesting, I think.